North Korea has a very closed-off dictatorship. There is no freedom for ordinary citizens and everything is very controlled. Also, the male dominance is deeply embedded and there is no such a thing as women's right. North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un has a selected group of women called pleasure group to serve himself. There are inhuman groups that are harassing socially underprivileged women knowing they cannot resist. Today, we'll look at the devilish group's top 3. Number 3. Brokers. There are groups of people who are taking advantages of Korean defectors, the people who escaped from North Korea. There are over 30,000 North Korean defectors, and even now there are people trying to escape from North Korea. It is not easy to move to the near but distant South Korea. That's why you have to pay your professional brokers and risk your life. You can get executed or imprisoned for attempting to escape from North Korea, and families are also at risk. The money to be paid to the broker in case of defection is over 10 million to 15 million won per person. This is a huge cost for North Koreans with an average monthly salary of 5,000 won. There are also brokers who take advantage of those people who saved up money for the dream of escaping North Korea. That is why it is important to meet a good broker in the process. If they don't, and if they're a woman, the male brokers might use them to their benefit. Brokers might accuse them of escaping and send them to prison camps. These are brokers who cruelly trample on North Korean defectors who dream of freedom. Number 2. The military. All citizens of North Korea are obligated to serve in the military, including women. Men are given 11 years and women are given 7 years of military service. In the case of the female army, the supply cost is several times higher than the male army. Even the existing North Korean military is suffering from a severe food shortage and malnutrition due to insufficient supply. It is questionable whether a woman with much higher maintenance costs will be able to receive the proper supply. If you're forced to go to an army with a bad environment, it is said that female soldiers are sometimes sexually harassed and raped by male military officers. It is said that the female soldiers are being treated as the pleasure group. The powerless women are forced to be taken advantage. Male executives promises women he will make their lives easier in the military and offers conditions that they cannot resist. In one company, 20 out of 120 were male and the executives were all male. Entire platoon members sexually assaulted the woman, and the local hospital had reported this incident. Number 1. Prison. It is known that there are a total of 6 prisons in North Korea. In other words, the political prison camps. If they say something wrong, try to escape from North Korea, or even damage a little bit of some kind of statue, you can go to prison. But even if you committed these things, you might be able to bribe your way out of prison. It is just a crime to have no money. Prisoners are not treated as humans and forced to do all kinds of labor. Torturing and beating occurs often and openly. These North Korean prisons are really hellish for the women. The guards offer to let women out of work and get them to have a forced relationship. According to the testimony of the prisoners, the beatings, rants, intimidation, and assaults by guards are a frequent occurrence. In many cases of shame that you can't even talk about. In a prison like this, that is a common occurrence and the guards have no guilt. In North Korea, with money and power, will the sense of crime disappear? Citizens who have no power and no money just gets used and are not even treated as humans. Kim Jong-un is playing politics of terror. If he truly wants respect from his citizens, he should not be governing under these dictatorships and evil laws, but should see all citizens as human beings. Power and money should never determine the sin. How was today's top 3 video? We'll come back with more interesting and shocking top 3 videos. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like the video.